Every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank
And Christina
It's the
Carter.
hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank
And Christina
It's the
Carter.
hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's when we can kick it.
Every Tuesday.
Everything you doing Thursday. Ain't about to do the most. It ain't a
Every
It's during
Tuesday.
the week, homie. The Roy
Every
Anthony
Thursday.
Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a
Tap
call
in.
before we got
Tap
tap
in.
What you listening to? The Roy Anthony
Every
Show. Come on
Tuesday.
and kick it with us. The Roy Anthony
Every
Show.
Thursday.
It's going down, homeboy. The Roy.
With me living in Long Beach, all of my neighbors, all my friends and stuff, they all respect me, they love me. The business point, see, we are here on 4th Street, in downtown Long Beach, east side Long Beach area, the way you want to say it. And I just always feel free and stuff, like how different people love me.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Man, you know, every time we start coming live, they always throw us with some type of difficulties and stuff like that. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. I'm Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Woe Entertainment that presents, it's the platform that presents the Roy Anthony Show, along with my co-stars, Big Hank, and our other co-star, Christina Carter. We pride ourselves on having a conversation. It's not a confrontation, it's a conversation. And we want to thank the Woe platform that created this. Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, who created the Woe Entertainment along with the co-creator Goose. Then we like to give a lot of big shout outs to our social producer, Blue Phoenix, who really makes stuff happen and stuff. We have been getting in trouble. Well, I do and stuff. Now we can't, do videos and stuff that we show. So now we can be able to show this disclaimer because they be flagging us and we've already be coming under restrictions and stuff like that. So we be learning on the fly, especially myself. We pride ourselves on being able to converse and just have a conversation. Everyone knows I'm a professional stand-up comedian. Like I said, my name is Roy Anthony. Sometimes we're on the Roy Anthony Show. It's not always jokes. It's a conversation. We find something to say. Sometimes people notice that I always say something might be off the wall. Sometimes it's controversial. I just call it the way I see it. People's welcome to come on the show. You can always leave comments. You can come in and say anything. Well, not say anything, but it's pertaining to the conversation. Like today's subject, this is kind of like a part two. We ran it for the whole week of, do you only believe if it fits your agenda? sometimes even I notice that me being a free American, when I say a free American, I don't relate myself to a Republican nor a Democrat. I consider myself an American and I can be swayed to vote a particular way. But sometimes I'm looking at when people are voting, when I know certain people and they vote for Republicans no matter what. And no matter how heinous or it looks like, you know, it fits them. Some people vote for a treacherous person because they get a bigger tax break, or um, it seems like sometimes we do things if it fits our agenda. I've seen people quote pieces of a scripture to back up something that they are trying to convince someone else of to say, or you know, um, bring up parts of facts. There was a lot of talks about the these immunization shots against this disease. Well, I've been paying attention to Kyrie Irving. It seemed like our society was splitting even on that. Oh, you the one. If you don't take the shot, then you got the cooties. When I seen people who was taking these shots and was still catching. Fortunate for me, I took the shot. And to be honest with you, as much as I travel, when I come into the Midwest, I have deep sinus problems, especially when the season is changing. Like in the Midwest, the springtime is starting to come, and the buds on the trees and all this pollen, it will affect me. Well, since I took the shots, I don't have no sinus problems. I've been pretty clear and health. I mean, for real, I ain't had no colds, no flus. Well, I see our other one of our co-stars is in the house. What's up with you, Miss Christina
What
Carter?
it do? What it do?
You got how you doing?
I've been good.
Hey, how did it come up with the delivery room?
The conference was amazing.
Okay,
Can
it's
you hear me?
down. I'm listening to you. That's what happened.
Okay. Yes, it was amazing. When I got there, it seemed like everybody was picking on me. So I was going there for a reason. It was a reason for me to go there, and when I
Yes.
got there, it was confirmation of why I went there. So, um, a lot of it was like a birthday. It was called the delivery room. So you came there to give birth to whether it's your business, to depression, to whatever you had in your belly that you wanted to get rid of, that you got tired of holding on to. So I think I've been on the floor. I found myself getting up off the floor so many times. Like every time I came around a person, they was like, "Yeah, you the chosen one. Your energy is amazing." And in the midst of me being there, Roy, when I promise you, I'm starting to my business is finna that I'm manifesting is gonna be from India. A lady from India is going to invest in my business, and my candles and stuff is gonna be going to India. Um,
Wow.
I've also was asked to join another podcast, a women's ministry. Um, well,
Righteous.
actually three different podcasts
Wait,
where
hold
I
up, hold
get.
up. Wait a minute. They not trying to still take my co-star and stuff, but
It's not gonna be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
okay.
Um, you can't forget where you come from. You see what I'm saying?
Righteous.
And you
Righteous.
don't let go. You don't let go your foundation.
But
You
see,
don't
you
let
know
that
what
go.
I'm
You keep
yeah,
that and you build from that.
yeah.
So with that being said,
You stuck. Mhm.
I was told to get my passport ready because I'll be traveling over the nations to speak to women all over the world. Um, I have to get a website set up so they can pay for my room and board and everything. And it's just so if they want to hear me sing, if they want me to do anything, that is my extra stream of income, and it shouldn't go unnoticed. So
Right
that
on,
is what it
Christina.
was.
That is,
I'm proud of myself
yeah,
that
I'm
I
proud of
came
you
out,
too,
and it
because
all started with the show. Yeah,
I
it
want to
all
let
started with
everyone
the Roy
know that.
Anthony show, honey.
But I want to let everybody know Christina has does these candles, and they're not just candles that you just burn for it. They're mood candles. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right.
These are mood candles. And so the other people, what's astounding when sometimes it takes an outside source to say, okay, hey, we want to get you with with your business, the candles, and setting the moves, because a lot of especially Eastern Indian people uses a lot of with them incense too. Those what they call those
Hmm.
hamas or whatever, right? And so
Yeah.
they because it sets the moods. Second though is that I want everyone to know when I first met Christina, she was referred to me about because of the book that she has been writing, and me and her
Oh,
got to
yeah,
talking.
yeah.
Yeah, me and her got to talking, and I said, you know what? Why don't you come on the show a little bit? And it manifests from there because I seen something. For one, I'm not a ego person. My mother, my grandmother raised me to be a man amongst men. There was men that I dealt
Hmm.
with in the streets, but as far as wisdom, parlaying wisdom, and they didn't hold back just because I was a male. But I seen something in Christina, and at first she was just constantly she was quiet, so it seemed like I just you know do the talking and stuff. Eventually, I was like, okay, let me let Christina run the show. I would take care of some business and stuff, and Christine was holding it down. And so now, when that caterpillar is coming, that butterfly is coming out of that caterpillar, all of a sudden now is where she's um, other people's recognizing, and I appreciate that for real. You know, um, I see you um, doing a lot of stuff. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be tuning in and stuff, listen
Yeah.
to you ladies, and that is so cool. I may come as a guest on there eventually. But
Yeah, of course. And the people from India, not only am I gonna sell my candles there, but they also want to ship their stuff down here for me to sell for them, like their bracelets, their purses, their clothes,
yeah,
and everything. And that, and whatever I make, they only want a small percentage, but they want to build, invest into me. They want to sow a seed into me. And for everyone that I came into contact with, this a after I got delivered from some certain things, I felt like I was 2 or 3 shades lighter, like I had a lot of foundation on me or something. But they was like, "Look, you're glowing." And even when I called my
yeah,
kids back home, they was like, "Mom, what's wrong with you? You look different."
you've been
So
delivered.
to
Wait,
know that I look different and they see me in another light,
yeah.
it did a lot for me. So
Let me
yeah,
bring
I
Big Hank
really,
in.
really needed that.
Yeah, I'm bringing Big Hank in right now. What's up with you, bro? What's up, Big Hank?
Hey, hey, what's up, Roy Anthony? What's up, Christina Carter? What's happening?
Big Kane.
Hey, you, what's going on?
She was sitting up her man.
Hold on, I gotta
Christina
go out and
doing
come
some
back
big
in.
things,
Somebody called
boy.
me.
I'm looking at her, man. I'm looking at her over there glowing.
Yeah, she's going driving somewhere. She just came back from the show. I mean, from that delivery room conference. And
Okay.
Christina, because we was talking to her about that down there. She makes these candles,
Yeah.
the mood candles. So some people over in India has reached out to her about buying her candles and wants her to be able to distribute their products over here as well. So
Okay.
they're talking about monies and everything. Then um, some other podcasts some women wants her to come speak on their podcast from now on. And I'm like, what? She said, no, Roy, it's on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I said, do your thing. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's
You
right.
know,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what you're supposed to do, man. It's an honor to see you, Big Hank.
Good to see you too, Roy.
Man, as much as I've been putting this together, man, it seems like I know, man. Every time I see you after watching your show, I feel like one of them people in the audience, like, oh man, I want to beat the guys. You
You
feel me?
stupid, man. You retarded,
Man,
man.
why you not? I want to give
Appreciate
a shout out while you're on. A shout out, happy birthday to nephew Michael, man.
Yes, sir, man. It's his birthday today.
Yes. I
Yeah.
want to say happy birthday to. He was an honorary guest on our show. Plus, he's a known artist out there from
Yes, sir.
Linwood, and always in Long Beach, and
Yes, sir.
and I just appreciate him.
Yeah, he family. He family,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah, and I found the picture. I didn't even know that was nephew Michael with this picture that where I was with Big Ski, JoJo, Rockbox, and nephew Michael was right there. I said, "Oh man!"
Yes, sir.
And stuff. I know when he looking at it, he said he'd be like, "Oh, this all right, fam. It's all right." But I just still want to say, man, happy birthday. I want to say happy birthday to my partner of mine, Keith Murray, who's down there in no, Lord forgive me, not Keith Murray, Keith Massey. He'll be laughing. He said, "Man, how you gonna mess my name up?" Keith Massey, my homeboy, living down in Dallas, Texas, and Jewel Barnett in Kansas City, Kansas, man.
Yeah, shout out to Keith Murray. Shout out to Keith. What's his last name? Keith Massey. Keith Massey.
Yeah, he's down there in Dallas, Texas, and Jewel Barnett in Kansas City, Kansas.
That's what's
March
up.
has a lot of birthdays for me because March the 8th is my son's birthday. Then March the 9th is my brother's birthday. My mom's, and then my daughter's birthday is March the 19th.
Wow.
Then Mr. James is March the 20th.
Wow.
I say, man.
My wife's is on the 23rd, March the 23rd.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Then I found out Mom Charlene Hill, her birthday is March the 21st.
Okay.
I just seen that my mother had it wrote on the calendar. I happened to look on there. I said, wow.
Yeah.
March is a lot of text messages saying happy birthday in capital.
Yes, sir.
But hey man, I wanted to get back into the subject that we was talking about Tuesday, which was, do you only believe if it fits your agenda?
Right.
Now, some people, if you go on our thing on our Facebook through the Roy Antry Show, you see there's only so many people, but we go through 8 different platforms at the same time coming live, and it's been shared, and that's why so many different people comes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody had made a statement concerning like what we were saying about Ukraine with the racist situations, right? And still show humanity. We should still show feel humanity for what's going on.
Okay.
Which we, and I never said they were speaking towards us.
Right.
Just somebody on them random because other people is seeing this.
Yeah.
And so it puts us in a situation where I felt that we as Americans should have just leave it alone. Let's wait it out. Let's see what they're doing. Because it seems to me sometimes we're fighting in some situations where, and it fits to this subject, and I'm saying this, it's because I heard former President Donald Trump say if he was in the presidency, this wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't agree with him because January the 6th happened on your watch.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct?
You're correct. Correct.
So, to my understanding, from deep intel, when you read, I tell people, if you took an hour or two just to read a day, or read when you go sit on the toilet, look on your phone, read, stop looking, at some videos or something, actually read and hit the highlighted parts that be blue, read those as well. Because when you read, it hit your volume a little bit, Christina Carter. We can hear you. She's sticking too.
Okay.
You were sticking a little bit too. When you read, you find out more of what's going on than what you hear from somebody on the streets or something.
Right.
You got to find out for yourself.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You
You
got
got
to
to do that.
clarify it for yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say this, and I'm trying to break it as simple as I can. And I didn't mention our church name, where our leader, Dr. Williams, which is Saint Luke's Holy Baptist Church, Saint Luke's Holy Missionary Baptist Church in west side of Long Beach.
Yeah.
Before he just quote out a scripture and he tell you where we're reading from. And
Yes.
usually, like myself, I see other people stand up to hear the word of God being read.
Right.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So you're reading along with them.
Yes.
So you can see for yourself.
And get an understanding.
And if you have a bookmark or something, you can go back and read more of what was going on.
Yes.
Then the leader tends to dissect it and break it down to where even a fool can understand.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, and when he's deciphering this, when a pastor or the leader is deciphering this to where a fool can understand, it's not just for the one who is saying it. It's not just for us who's receiving it, but it's also for him who's saying it as well.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And so when I broke this down like this because, for one, some people try to stay relevant. When I heard former Trump say that if he was the president, this wouldn't have happened. I've seen some people put on that, well, Biden took everybody from Afghanistan. What they forget to state is when we removed our soldiers from Germany. When we removed our soldiers from Germany, this is what made Russia people say, hey, I'm going to do this now.
Mm-hmm. See,
we don't read enough. We see the finger being pointed and say that this person has enough to say. I seen all these black people that was when Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, was reading the Bible. He had the Bible in front of him at the table, and all these black folks is around him. Now, one of them is telling him to change. Hey, man, you might want to change your way so you can get to heaven. Their minds was on monetary situations.
Mm-hmm.
They might have got paid for that photo op. I don't know. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to keep it 100. This is not a confrontation. It's just a conversation. People don't like what we're saying. Just, it's a conversation. I'm just speculating. I'm not saying I'm the ruler of your world. It seems to me, though, the way President Putin of Russia is stating is that this is just a military exercise. To him, this ain't war.
Yeah.
You said it Tuesday. It's the #1 military in the world, to my understanding.
Yeah.
He could be like, oh, I'm telling you, this is a military training. If y'all want to go to war,
yeah. Yeah.
It's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Now,
this just a little exercise for us. We just exercising out here, checking our stuff out, making sure our shit work right.
Zach, now before I can work at somebody else's house or tell them out there, I always gotta have my own house clean. I can't go in somebody else's house and say your house is filthy and know my house is filthy.
Right.
It's just that you're not over my house. I done came over to yours.
Right.
We have situations here in the United States Not one time have you and I ever said, and we have dealt with situation with the police. I have never agreed that they should defund the police. I've never agreed with that. I have agreed that you should take the money instead of militarizing the police, that they need to get more educated in the job that they're dealing with. Most police don't know the charters. Some of them don't know the penal codes that you're protecting. I've seen guys quote the penal codes to them and they didn't have an understanding.
Right.
You need to even keep a cheat sheet if you have to. You can't just make them your mind. Well, you got a question because this is what the other three cops are going through. Who, when Chavez killed the respectable Mr. Or George Floyd, right?
Right.
He sentenced Chavez, whatever his name is, to 20-something years in prison. Now the other three is saying we was just under orders from him. No, because that one Chinese dude, the cop, was standing and the lady was filming, the teenager was filming. He was like, "Hey man, he's killing him. He's killing him." He's like, "Get back. Get back." Now you saying it's something else. You believe when it fits your agenda. We're the cops. I'm the woo. Now you're turning.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah, trying to get them years up off of them. Years to make you say, "Oh, that was him. That wasn't me. That was him."
Hey,
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, some people don't want to. Man, I'm looking at this war. I'm looking at how they're going back and forth. Some of these people are going back and forth about this war because they're trying to. They got a campaign coming in, and they want to have the general public people's opinions. If it's their agenda.
Right.
I was out there looking at Sean Penn. He's out there the whole time filming a documentary, talking about how he had to walk to the border. Man, you done lost your mind. When the people say, "Man, I know who you is, I'm Sean Penn." So, pap. You're going to get an Oscar award next year for standing out there off the pains of other people filming a movie. I ain't knocking him, though.
Right.
He doesn't believe in war, none, but he's taking opportunity. I ain't knocking him.
Yeah.
He may be doing the good things because we're tired of hearing from the media. So he's a respectable actor. I would like to see what he comes up with.
Right.
But this, I want to talk about when it says your agenda. This one got to me, man. This right here got. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? There's a bounty. There's a bounty on. There's a bounty on President Vladimir Putin's head, dead or alive.
Yeah.
I was like, this is from one of their own Russian citizens. This is what I'm bringing them up. I'm bringing it in. Wanted, dead or alive. Russian tycoon puts $1 million bounty on Putin's head.
Wow.
What's going on here? A U.S. Russian businessman is offering $1 million to any military officer who apprehends Russian President Vladimir Putin, dead or alive, for committing war crimes in his invasion of Ukraine.
Wow.
Alex Granatikin, an entrepreneur and former banker, posted the bounty on social media as Russia enters a full week of military action against the neighboring country. He said in a Facebook post Tuesday that he promised to pay the officer or officers the money for arresting Putin as a war criminal under Russia and international laws. This is what he said. As an ethnic Russian and a Russian citizen, I see it as my moral duty to facilitate the denazification of Russia. Putin has sought to justify his invasion of Ukraine by saying Russia's forces would denazify the country, an explanation that's been dismissed by Western powers. I'm just sharing what it's told, what it's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, okay,
Wow. Hey, dude, I don't know who dude is, but he got a lot of balls because anybody that just said something about Putin then came up missing.
but see,
Everybody that
that's the
said something
thing.
about Putin. Yeah.
But he's out there in Santa Monica.
Okay, yeah.
He came out here and he wants to go back, but he knows, he said on that article, if anybody please go read it. I tried to dig up to see if it's false or fake news. This is real. But the
Yeah.
guy, I was like, oh, he said, well, you know, this report, he says in the article, you know that Putin murders all the people who say anything against him and everything. So
Yeah.
over here in Santa Monica, putting this out there. He said he ain't been back home since 2003, 2004.
Oh, I know. I know if his partners be hanging out with him every time he hears something. What was that? What was that?
Yeah,
what was
you
that?
feel
What
me?
was
Hey, look, you want to go back over there. You want to go home. I need y'all to take, and you know, $1 million trying to take a president out.
Come on, man. You need more than that, man. Nigga, 1 million, that ain't nothing, man.
Look
Shit.
here, Putin going to counter. He said, Roy, you called us two. He tells us, hey man, I'm gonna give y'all $1 million apiece.
Yeah,
Go over
get
there.
that nigga. Go to Santa Monica
Go
and get
get
that
him.
nigga.
Yeah, just
Get to
I
Santa
don't want to
Monica and
encourage
get
enough. We just
that
gonna go get him.
nigga. He right there in Santa Monica. Go holler at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we on our next Tuesday podcast, say here we have the Russian dude. Shit right here. Don't you move. Putin, we got you, man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
For
Big
real.
Hank,
What's up?
how you
Good. What's
doing?
happening?
Not much. I just had to speak because my phone had cut off the
All right,
last time.
good.
I was in the middle of
Good
speaking.
seeing you, man. Always
Hey,
good to
That's what
see
it
you.
hey,
was.
look at Gregory Williams say he better not do these special deliveries. $1 million is
For
worth something
real.
that approval is small and fast. I'm just saying is I wouldn't even, you know, $1 million, and you better hurry up because they tackling people's money books.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just seems a little cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Man,
don't
you
think.
gotta stop playing.
Yeah.
That will bring all them people in Santa Monica some harm. They do have a big old space station there, for real. They send a supersonic radar
Yeah.
form and cause an earthquake in Santa
Make,
Monica.
make Santa Monica a divot in the
I'm
ground. Just
telling
be a
you,
divot in the ground.
you feel the beach would be up to 4th Street. Went over all the 10 highway and all that is.
Gonna be driving by like this. Remember how Santa Monica used to look over there, man? Shit, remember? Yeah, Santa Monica used to look good.
I would never put nothing like that with his face on there. This man is out here trying to take out another president in a whole country. Now you
Man.
want out here $1 million? Homies in the hood like, nah, dog, that ain't. No, no. To the president of Russia, the #1 army in the world.
Man, I'm gonna need more than 1 million, man. That's what I am gonna need.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a
You better,
billion.
yeah, you man. For real, because Putin's about to counter that. I'm gonna give y'all 10 million.
Yeah.
Just bring him to me.
Just go get him.
I'll be
Yeah,
like, Mr. Putin, sir. Only thing that I'm lacking is that I don't have a passport. But other than that,
but we got it. We got his ass right here. We got it. Matter of fact, we got him tied up right here.
Man,
Shit.
but I mean, just being honest. Okay, look here. I know there's a group. I'm not going to, I know them very well. They're considered bounty hunters. And what they do is they like to, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. You remember it was a time where two guys shot in these people's garage out there in Compton. They shot in the garage to kill the dude who's in there doing a pre-production studio. But instead, he was holding his baby, and the bullets killed his baby in his arms.
Mm.
So these guys was waiting for an amount. They just told me, said, hey man, we got the locations, we got them surrounded. They don't even know, but they was waiting for Los Angeles to put out a bounty amount.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, he said, state of California said $25K for their whereabouts or capture. They were like, gotta go, man. We gotta get this money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm thinking this is one of my daughter, Crystal. What's up, Crystal? She said, Daddy, when I seen this dude make this post about $1 million, I said, man, and it was bold. And then I said, oh, I know you ain't in Russia doing that. That's the first thing I said.
Right. Right.
I know you ain't in Russia offering just $1 million.
Period.
We over here in the protection. And I keep telling people they saying, well, he's showing that the president out. Mention the president, our president of America. And I always say our because people say, oh, it's not my president. Well, I don't know what country you're living in. The United States of America is signified as President Joe Biden is the president of the United States. So where I'm from, if someone is saying a speech or saying a sermon or something like that, you never go and be like, if they saying something you disagree with. Have you ever found yourself yelling and stuff like, nah, they ain't? Have you ever did that?
Yelled at the what? The TV?
No, at the person. Like, you ever went to a speech or heard somebody, like the pastor or something? I heard you say, hey man, pastor, right? But you ever, if he says something that you probably didn't agree with personally, and have you ever found yourself yelling out, no, that ain't true? Or
no.
If you know your character, if we went to go visit and go get to see a speech said by the president of the U.S. and he's saying stuff that you don't agree with, would you yell out?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Why? Why would you not?
The president of the United States, respectful. It's trying to be respectful.
Now you and I ain't coached up on this, right? We always come, we having a conversation, right? Yeah. Big Hank. Yeah. You would say that would be disrespectful to be so yelling out at the president.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Especially when he's talking to the nation.
Right.
When I was a kid, my grandfather and grandmother would want to, when the president go to do the United States address the nation,
the State of the Union address and all that,
we had to sit down
and watch it and be quiet.
And be quiet. Yes.
And be quiet.
Yeah, because it was important.
Yes.
I was taught this. Was you taught that too?
I was taught that.
Okay. So, because at this time, the president of the United States is speaking to the nation. Yes. Whether you agree with him or don't agree with him, right?
Yeah.
And it's stuff like this, man, this is why I be like, man, I have to call it out, man. It's sickening little stuff, man. It's sickening stuff, man. These people right here. While President Joe Biden was saying his speech, if they let me bring it up, it seemed like to be coming up. I have an article coming in, and they seem to didn't want to let me bring it in and stuff. I don't know the reason why. I'm about to figure it out. Oh, okay, that's the reason. Let me change this up. Let me change this up a little bit. Okay, I know everybody knows where I'm going with this. Okay, let me bring this in. These are senators, Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie
Once again,
Taylor,
Harry Biden doing the State of the
Hecklebaum,
Union.
yeah,
You see that, right?
correct. Yeah.
And what gets me, man, um, and they talk about people so heathen and this and that. While they're talking, they're yelling. I'm gonna close this. They're yelling at him. This man said that, okay, this part right here. You see them, right? First, I want to know is like, man, who's women? You know, I'm not into the chauvinistic, I'm not an ego person or nothing like that. But what gets me is that when do, for one, both of them are Republicans. The one with the glasses on, she's a Republican from Colorado, and then Marjorie is a Republican from Georgia. And with me being a free American, for one, I define what is what, and Republican is a person who believes that God should be in politics. Democrats believe that God should be kept personally and it should just be socialness. These people represent God's, that's why they're Republicans.
Supposedly, yeah.
But I was taught that you respect. Now they addressing the nation. These two people got their own agendas to where the own Republican audience moaned when they got through saying, okay, Mr. President Joe Biden, his son, he lost one of his sons to brain cancer who was over there I guess over in Afghanistan and came back and ended up having a brain tumor, right? Well, while he was talking about his son, a noble moment came when Biden talked about the flag draped coffins of fallen service members. That's what the Woe Entertainment is based upon, which is our veterans that have committed suicide, you know. But this wasn't including his son Bew, who died in 2015 of brain cancer at the age of 46. As Biden spoke about Bew, people inside the House chambers reported someone shouting, "You put them in there," 13 of them. Some in the chambers began to boo and groan at the comment as Biden paused for a brief minute and continued his address. It's these two women right here. People, look, someone done told these people that they speak for America. That they speak for them. And first thing I want to know is who voted for these people. It ain't about they women. It isn't about if they white, whatever. It's the conduct of, you have no respect. If you would do him like that, what they got for us, man?
Oh, you know. You already know.
She was just seen coming out of a white nationalist convention and trying to explain that. She's the same lady, Marjorie, didn't believe when the school shooting occurred and said that was made up. I myself, you know me, I like to dig a little bit, right? So I wonder what was up with who we dealing with. Now I know about Marjorie. We done had a discussion about her, right? But I want to bring up this other lady. She seemed like she was an attractive lady, I was kind of surprised with her behavior, but this Lauren Boebert. To me, I felt like she was really trying to get her name out there. When you interrupt the president, first you got January 6th and all this stuff, but now you got this. So I was digging up, I was looking up. This woman's husband did jail time for lewd exposure to teenage girls in a bowling alley, and she was there. She was 17. Her husband was 24. I'm not making this stuff up, bro. You know, I ain't making it up. I don't have nothing against the people. When I went to, this is her. Her husband, you know, he was 24. She was 17 at the time. He put, and I'm like, you're so different.
Hey man, ain't she underage?
Then
Ain't she was she underage? How she married? So she was messing with a molester, and he gone and showed her that that's what I am. This is what I do.
It shows you that these people is not working with a precise mind. Some
That's
people became a lawyer, cheated on a lawyer, because I really don't know, because I question that. I'm questioning the people who voted for these people. I'm about to dig and see what their campaign was like, because I'm pretty sure that this did not speak for the people of Colorado, and I know it didn't speak for a lot of people I know in Georgia, for them to be this. I've never heard of somebody heckling the president during the State of the Union address.
Wow, crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell me, man. And nobody, you know, what gets me is when people won't say anything, because I guess that the people voted for her or whatever, she fits their agenda. They believe in her because she follows through their agenda.
Now they supposed to be, I know they Trumpsters, you know, and all that, but still, man, are you trying to tell me, so they mayors in they town somewhere? Bobert is an elected official?
Just elect a senator.
Wow.
That's why they're there for the State of the Union address.
Wow.
She wasn't in an auditorium nowhere. She's a senator in the U.S. Congress. These are the people we're relying to help us.
Wow. We in trouble, man. We in trouble, man. We in trouble, man.
I thought it was just me, bro.
We in trouble, man.
It ain't about who is it, a male or female or anything. It's when are the people getting so just straight out disrespectful and nasty with it.
Disrespectful, man. Really disrespectful.
It seemed to me
crossing the line.
Why is it okay? I'm trying to wonder who can be arrested, who can be charged with stuff. It seemed to me, if I'm the president, you want to interrupt me, guess what?
Yeah. And they seem like terrorist threats to me.
This man is talking about his son, and you're gonna say, oh, out of 13. She talking about some people that was because of when they was retracting from Afghanistan, so they putting him trying to get people's family members home. They're talking about their 13 soldiers. He got a whole troop up out of there.
Yeah.
Everything ain't reported, because did anybody know that they had wanted that former President Trump brought the soldiers back from Germany?
Yeah.
We had some few casualties. You so disrespectful. Ain't nobody voted for you for the United States president. I wonder how many people is really proud of them from Colorado and Georgia.
Right.
Because now I'm gonna be honest with you. It makes me not want to visit you. I don't want to visit y'all state.
Yeah.
I would tell anybody, some people say, well, don't come visit. Because I thought that Colorado was a pretty spot. You know, when I was a kid, my grandfather took us to Colorado Springs and Garden of the Gods, and we went on Mount. But now I'm like, man, I don't think I want to visit down there.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about going down to Georgia and all that, and I'm like, wow, man, I don't want to go through all that, man. This
Yeah.
seems too disrespectful. The people who voted her, and she's an elected official, so people put, and this is who I don't want to, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you on it.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't got no problem with it. I'm with you.
Yeah, because now even if you don't agree with somebody, doesn't mean that you disrespect them while they holding something in their office.
Yeah.
You are, that's a total, and your own peers booed you and sneered.
Mm-hmm.
Who raised you, man?
Yeah, man. That's out of line, man. Real disrespectful. That's out of line too.
We facing a crisis of looking at World War III. If anytime we should be trying to do unionize, even we us blacks who could be crying foul like a mug, right? What about us? Because we go through that for generations. What about us? What about us? But yet we still, because I got family members who's over there in the military. They about to be called pretty soon. My son turns 18 in March. Never know if they going to reactivate the draft. You know, he still got to sign selective service. He wants to go to college, but you never know.
Right.
You and I, we still old enough to date. We can fight over there and what you call us. What they said, told the citizens, here, we're going to give you a 10-minute training on how to use this gas. y'all. Only if
we can't get none. We can't get no guns over there.
only, yeah, not if we black.
Yeah, we can't get them. Yeah.
But they can offer me a reward to get this dude over here in Santa Monica.
Nigga in Santa Monica. What's his name again? What's his name again? We gotta need a nigga name again. Let's find that nigga
let me look at his name, man, for real. Please look him up. If you
name. Yeah, what's that nigga name
say
again?
his name, you can Google. He's a Russian millionaire who lives over here in Santa Monica, and he put a bounty. Let me put this in. I can't bring it on because I got rid of the page.
Right. Just want to know his name.
Yeah.
I think you said Alex something.
And it's a trip because oh yeah, here you go. Here you go. His name is Alex.
Yeah, I knew you said Alex.
Kruger.
Kohanakin. Oh, Kohanakin.
Yeah. Kohanakin.
Okay.
He put a TV personality and all that.
Okay, Alex Kohanakin. Let me check him out.
Okay.
All right, Alex Kohanakin.
All that over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know some hoods.
Niggas could use a couple. Niggas could use a couple of million.
Hey, all the neighborhoods, Bloods, Crips, the Latino gangs, we all come together, man.
Alex Kohanakin.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Hey, you gotta bring pressure to the west side, bro. Don't
Alex Kohanakin.
you can offer $1 million for the president of the #1 army in the world.
That's why it's so much heat. That's why it's so much heat in y'all neighborhood right now. He done tripped out.
Can't you imagine if Putin even caught somebody even reading that over there? One of the servicemen and said, "Oh, yeah, thinking about something."
Uh-huh.
No, we just want to show you premiere. We want to show you what's going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Santa Monica be surrounded.
For real. I'm not into the politics part.
Yeah.
And see, people are scared to say things, Big Hank. You know, we comedians, so they sometimes flag us off. But people don't understand. we have these conversations. So then when I do my comedy and stuff, right, I may hit upon it because I have to dig and research it.
Right.
We're just having a conversation now about the same stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be able to have something compel the people. I'm having a conversation with Becky Hank, and anybody wants to come in.
Yes, sir.
Because these are the questions we need to ask. We go on with life and you hear some news, blip on news. Oh, Russia invaded Ukraine, but we don't dig and find out what's really going on.
Right.
Tuesday, I'm about to spark up on something because there's this lady, and we talk about our educational department, but our educational department always show that the one race goes and do all the adventures, conquers everything. You got Harrison Ford, like the Indiana Jones. Go over there and beat the whole tribe with a whip and swing over alligators and stuff like that, man. I've said this when I was a teenager because I had to do a thesis. No European knew their way around Africa.
No.
It was other Africans that called Africans. And then they purport the lie of the slave ships. There's no way you can bring a 30-day travel with ships and supplies. And I got the proof to show, and this other guy, I said, man, this guy knows what I'm talking about. You can't bring in 100 million folks over here and then in the ships. You have to divide how many ships. If it takes 30 days, it'll show you how many years it would take to bring, unless you got 20, 100 ships going out every single day to bring slaves over. Most of the blacks here were already here. A lot of people don't understand that. They mixed in the African slaves, but they also took some of the Aborigines that were slaves here that we consider Native Americans that was already here from crossing the Bering Strait. Was the Bering Strait when Alaska was closer to the United States, because Alaska is separated by the Bering Strait from Russia. We just was looking at it. That's what it says right here. From Washington to Alaska, it's called the Bering Strait.
Yeah.
It's what's supposed to separate that part from the east, what they consider the eastern hemisphere, to the western hemisphere. We going way around USSR to go over there to this spot when we right over this way. We right over. See, that's why Putin is one saying that this is just a military
exercise,
because it's so small. Because to him, you ready to go to war?
Yeah.
Some
This ain't
people just stay and be quiet. This is the advice I give any of these senators that will sit up here constantly. Man, don't you see the country we're dealing with? The leaders need to concentrate on leaders. That makes him look crazy. You know what other leaders are saying? Wow, look, they just, because some of them women couldn't have spoke. They couldn't have spoke over there in Saudi Arabia and all that. We free. We don't go by sexuality of who can hold a position. If you qualified, you qualified. But when you disrespectful, you disrespectful, male or female. I didn't see no guys yelling that out. I didn't see Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConaughey, Mitch McDonald. I didn't see none of them yelling out. Somebody's man, and then we got this guy over here in Santa Monica. I give $1 million, man. You talking too much.
Yeah, for real.
If I was wrong, man, you talking too much.
You can get your whole head knocked off.
Yeah, man, for real, bro. You
yeah,
real.
chill out.
In the streets, if he was on the street, I was like, yo, homie, you need to shut up that, man. You need to, for real.
Yeah.
You run your mouth too much, bro.
Yeah, that's You're gonna get us fucked up. You're gonna get us fucked up.
The laser station about to hit that man's apartment complex in a 50-mile radius.
How come you got them red dots on your forehead and on your chair? All of a sudden.
Man, you better stop. Because some people think that because you're a TV personality, you done made some nice money and stuff. So you think you can just call out
President
who
Putin.
you trying to impress? That's why. Who was he dating? Is he dating Bill Gates' ex-wife? Because she said she's looking for love and stuff. For real. Don't try to press her with that, man. Don't try to press somebody. Talking about, watch this. I'm gonna put out $1 million bounty on Putin. Who is you, man?
With that little money you got, they're gonna wear your butt. They're gonna wear your butt out with that little bitty money you got.
You've been watching too many of them Equalizer movies. Talking about our Russians is bad, man. You better stop that. But you're talking about them real Russians.
The real Russians.
You ain't over there. You over in Santa Monica.
Yeah, the gangster Russians. They come over here where the ones that wore Denzel out in Training Day. Them all good ones we talking about.
You better stop that. I'm like, man, you better, man. If I was known as like President Putin from Russia come and say, hey, bro, did you have something to do with? You agree with this? Oh no, man.
No, man.
You need to leave that alone.
Yeah, I don't even know Alex Kohanikin.
Real, I don't know that dude. I know him as Alex K. AK.
AK, what we call it? AK.
All that. You say how much you give me, sir? You give us what? 10 million to bring where?
We'll find him. We'll find him. We'll find him.
Oh yeah, 10 million.
Yeah, we'll find him.
You want to give somebody 1 million for the president over there? We don't even know you, but that man offers 10 million. You caught.
You gonna find your ass for sure.
Let this be known. We will find you. I'll be like, hey, don't. We can't hurt them now. Everybody, we can't hurt them.
No,
they want them safe and stuff. Yeah. Sir, you are gonna come here.
We are gonna tie your legs and your hands together. You go with us. Yes, sir.
I said this must be a joke. $1 million?
That ain't enough. That ain't gonna get it.
You can't even offer this man a street in Santa Monica. Let alone, man. See, people talk and play too much, and so we teasing about it. But he got it all over the internet and everything, man. It's all on the news.
Yeah.
Like, this dude must got pulled. He got backing.
He gonna get got. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, I'm looking for. I'm gonna be reading up on to see what's going on.
I know you are. I know you are.
You know what? Because I'm like, when I seen that, I said, "Oh, this is fake news." I thought it was a joke.
Right.
Then it was also so many things. People, please look it up. This dude offered $1 million.
I'm finna go check it out now.
Our subject today, y'all, was, do you only believe when it fits your agenda?
Yeah.
Some people had to believe from Colorado and Georgia to believe in these particular senators that was even disrespectful to the president. If they disrespectful to the president, do you think they're gonna be respectful for you when you voted for them and gave them your money and all that? You believed in them because either you believe in their agenda. That's why you believe. They tell you their agendas. Yeah. And you had to believe. Just like this body here, this dude gives $1 million, thinking he believed that he gonna get somebody, an officer in the service. Okay, man. All right, man. Y'all better stop playing.
I'm finna go look up Alex Kohanikin right now. I'm finna go check it out. See.
Hey man, check him out, man. Hey man, yeah, God bless you, man. You have a
God bless you too. He'll be gone by Tuesday.
Man, the show came out today, and I was like, woo, woo. All right, bro. God bless you.
See you Tuesday, guys.
And we'll find out what happened to him Tuesday.
Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?